Hello, Warren. Thanks for listening. My name is Kengo Ichiki. This is a music and math podcast. Today is already Thursday again, meaning that this episode will be released tomorrow, Friday. So I need to record everything, then edit the episode, then release all in one day. Yeah, in the last couple of episodes, it's like this. Today's actually the last day of November, and the episode release date is the first day of December 2023. So maybe the title of this episode will be December. That is the last English episode, episode 44, was released on November 3rd. And I put the title of that episode, November. So this episode is gonna be December. Anyway, these days I'm kind of busy in a sense, but not exactly busy, but more like out of control for my schedule. So it's a kind of messed up, and I need to take a rest. I think I really need some time out to refresh, to revive. And I was thinking that I would take a break on this podcast in December, entire month. And I'm about to do that today. But somehow I changed my mind. That's why I'm recording this episode now. But still, I'm so exhausted these days and I need some rest. And look back in my last few weeks, months, and as I said, I'm out of control. The stuff too much. And in that situation, all you have to do is to check your priorities, prioritize your tasks, right? And I realized that this podcast is relatively lower priority than others. And that's why if I cut something, this will be there. That was the initial thinking, but I changed my mind because still, this is a very important part of myself in one hand, and on the other hand, I mentioned a couple of times in the past that this weekly releasing podcast makes me some order under this messed up situation. So I don't want to give up doing this, keep doing. And I realized that I did this weekly releasing schedule for entire year. If I finish doing this in December, and 1 year consists of 52 weeks. And this English episode is gonna be 48th episode, I guess, right? 48th. And in December, following December 1st, we have 4 more Fridays. So, you see, we're gonna have 52 episodes in season 2, right? I want to complete that. I realize. So I changed my mind. But as I said, I need to take some rest. And, as you know, this podcast has a cycle of types of episode, 4 types of episode. English and music and normal talk, Japanese talk, and the piano types, 4 types of episode. And we have 4 slots left after this December 1st episode, 48, right? So I decided that, okay, that following 4 episodes, music, talk, piano, and English episodes are a kind of recap episode, just looking back what I talked in this season 2, 2023. It's, I guess, easier than talk something new. That's the plan. And I think that would work as I expect. I don't know. But that's win-win situation for me. So, in that way, this 48th episode is the last original new episode in season 2, I think. But as I said, these days, nothing new happened on me. Besides, I'm looking for a job. Yeah, still, I'm working on that, meaning that I didn't get a job yet. You know what? I have employment insurance, so to speak. 失業保険 in Japanese. It lasts for in my case, 9 months, 270 days. And that starts from June 1st. And actually, today is the December 30th. And I have only 94 days left. Yeah, less than 100 days. So roughly in 3 months, I need to find the next job. Otherwise, I lost my income at all. So yeah, it's getting a tough situation coming. And I mentioned before that, in last month, I don't get any, interviews. I apply 70 positions, but a few interviews is the result kind of thing I said. But this month, November, I am still applying, and the total number of my application hit 90s. But this month, I'm getting interviews how many? More than 5, I think. So somehow I was found by companies at last, in a way. Nothing determined yet. It's in the process, and something is going on. I hope something is going to be fine, but not yet. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I have a good news in December, hopefully, in this year. I don't know. And I mentioned before that I also need to prepare my backup plan, meaning that start my own business in case that I couldn't get any offer by the end of this next 3 months. That's a situation for my job stuff. And what else should I talk today? Let's see. Okay, I also need to talk about something on OpenAI stuff. No? Of course, I'm outsider. And it's OpenAI. Is it a private company or some kind of a open institute or something? I don't know, but definitely the internal discussions are closed, basically. So we don't know exactly what happened there inside, what Ilya tried to do that, and others. What Sam tried to disguise people. We don't know. They know. And so we can only guess. And it's not productive, and it's not a good thing to do, putting effort on such things is not a good thing. So I won't do that further, but I care about the AI risk, as you know. And in that respect, I'm really concerning about what's going on inside that company. I'm really worried about that. And yeah, even though I said I'm busy or my schedules are messed up, I still keep running the community called Hello AI Forum, a monthly online event. Not event actually, it's a kind of a monthly presentation of myself. Yeah, but I'm still running that. And last episode was done on the end of November. It's held on November 25th, Saturday, last Saturday of every month. That was in last week. And there I talk about this OpenAI stuff. If you're interested, you can watch. It's on YouTube. I keep the archive there. Yeah, it's interesting stuff happened there. I mentioned that, this OpenAI stuff happened a few weeks ago, right? And I was preparing the content for this AI forum, and I'm listening YouTube as a BGM. It's a automatic playlist produced by YouTube, so-called mix playlist, and somehow I usually pick one of my favorite video song, then YouTube gives the mixed link starting from that song, right? I usually play that playlist behind. And when I'm compiling the material for this AI forum, YouTube start playing the famous Donald Fagen's song, one song in the Night Fly, the famous album, one of my, of course, favorite. And the song was IGY. And yeah, I knew that, and I love that song too. The most favorite was Maxine, by the way. Anyway, IGY, that's a good song. And I don't listen to the lyrics carefully. I just listen to the music and the sound. English, I can listen if I focus, but basically English singing is, for me, it's a foreign language in the first place, and I'm focusing rather on the music. So the singing lyrics are a kind of sound to me. And I listened to this song for many, many years, since 20s, right? So I get used to it. I didn't think the meaning, but I get used to it. But when I'm compiling the OpenAI stuff and thinking about the AI, AGI stuff and the AI risk stuff, all of a sudden the lyrics, the Donald Fagen singing phrase hit me. Just machine to make big decision phrase. What was that? I realized, okay, is it the current time thing? What do you think? It's kind of coincidence, but it's yeah, it's quite, how to say, a thing on me, surprise. Yeah, what's gonna be in the near future? The world is gonna be. I don't know. Yeah. What else I can talk today? I think this episode will be short, so I'm okay. I'm just wrapping up the stuff if nothing happens. Yeah, these days I'm buying a lot of books because I need to study, but I also want to study. And the main topic I'm recently focusing on is the consciousness. And finally, time is coming, and many scientists start talking about the consciousness, how to deal with that. In some book, it is said that that's a taboo subject for a long, long time, but now is the time to nail down. Yeah, time is coming, and the AGI, ASI is coming. So before that, we need to figure out, right? Otherwise, I don't know. Yes, I'm a layman, of course, of this subject, although I was educated in physics. So I'm curious about that, and I'm start looking into that. There are several topics and paths to tackle this subject. In the last talk episode, episode 46, I talk about that subject. And so far, I have four paths or four approaches, four books dealing with consciousness, with scientific approaches, theories, math, and physics, and computer kind of thing. But I also realized that there is other way. I don't know, is it scientific or logical approach or not? But that is the path with meditation. I mentioned in this podcast many times, from the beginning of this podcast, I guess, I'm recently interested in Buddhism. And in a way that I'm curious about the meditation, the techniques, and what is the meditation? Meditation is, not analyzing, but the looking into your own mind. It is interesting, the Max Tegmark book, Life 3.0, the last section is consciousness entitled, and there IIT, Integrated Information Theory, is discussed. In that section, they are focusing on subjective experience as a consciousness. And what is subjective experience? That is, subjective experience, right? That is me, every one of us have their own subjective experience or consciousness in a way, right? I mentioned that there are a couple of approaches dealing with consciousness with scientific mathematical approaches, right? But meditation is, although it is maybe not a real concrete scientific approach, but that is purely a subjective approach. That is more or less a study of your own self, right? Subjective experience. Yeah, I think that now, so it's an interesting time, I think. Okay, so I'm closing today's episode around here. Yeah, as I mentioned that the plan of this month's podcast episode is a kind of a recap or wrapping up this year. So stay tuned. And thanks for listening my podcast program for 1 year. Yeah, so see you next time. Peace and love.